Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending where you're watching this video from and the time you're gonna see this video. I remember my humble self, the Ike. If you're coming across my page for the first time, I would like you to do the needful. Obedient, hey, if you're still obedient, guys, I want you to say hi. If you are still obedient, I want you to say hi. I want you to remember that what we are looking for, we have not yet gotten it though. We are still in the process. And remember that the last phase, the waiting we do right now. I know say that so many of us has given up already. So many of us in this struggle of a new Nigeria has given up. So many obedient are not even talking about the election again. We are not even talking about the election. We don't even care any longer because we are fed up. Because the system where we find ourselves are not allowing the choice of the people to come to pass. But I still want to remind us that we still have hope. All hope are not lost. The breaking news right now is that Mr. Peter Obi, the Labour Party candidate, has filed his case at the appeal, which is the Supreme Court, which is the final bus stop. And he told us during his broadcast, he said that he knows that the journey to a new Nigeria will not be easy. But we pray that the good things will come out of our struggle, that our labor shall never be in vain. Remember that the last bus stop is what we are pushing forward to get to. Remember that after the tribunal passed their judgment, according to the constitution gave the opposition parties 14 days to file at the Supreme Court, which P2B has done yesterday. And let's give him that support as we did during the tribunal. Let's also support him. Let's also ginger him. Let's also do the needful. Those things we have been doing before, let's also continue doing it and see if our labor will never be in vain. As you're watching the video and get the full details of how everything is going, I want you to share the video, like it, comment, and follow my page if you're not following me. Obedient, we move. No going back. We shall never give up until the last bus stop. Hi guys, let's see the full details of this news. Remember that na person wey give up, na the same person wey lose. We shall never give up in this struggle of having a new Nigeria. Peter Obi files 51 grand of appeal against tribunal judgment at Supreme Court. Presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, has lodged an appeal with the Supreme Court just 13 days after the Presidential Election Tribunal upheld the victory of Bola Tinubu as Nigerian duly elected president. In the 51 grand appeal filed on Tuesday, September 19, 2023, Peter Obi and his party expressed their dissatisfaction with the ruling of the appeal court. Recall that it's reported that Peter Obi is expected to file his appeal within 14 days after the day of the tribunal verdict, as stipulated by Section 2 of the Supreme Court Election Appeal Practice Directions. This appeal sets the stage for the Supreme Court to potentially resolve the election dispute on or before November 19, 2023. This falls within the 60 days time frame mandated by the dates of the tribunal judgment delivery. Peter Obi's legal team, after a careful review of the tribunal ruling, believe that there are substantial grounds for an appeal. As the legal process upholds, many Nigerians are closely observing this case, recognizing its significance not only for the individuals involved but also for the broader principle of justice, accountability, and the rule of law in the country. It is important to note, however, that the Supreme Court decision, whether it uphold or overturn the tribunal ruling, will be considered final. This provision in the Electoral Act aligns with Section 233 of 1999 Constitution, which grants the Supreme Court exclusive jurisdiction to hear and decide appeal from the courts of appeal, pre-concluding any other courts in Nigeria from doing so. Thank you guys. As you're watching this, let's keep our fingers crossed. We don't know if something good will come out from this. I know that so many of us has given up. Yes, so many obedient as it stands now has given up on this particular case. But I know that we need to wait until the last bus stop. Don't give up until the last time. Remember what I said, na person will give up, na the person lose. So we will keep pushing until we get to the last bus stop of this case. We move, guys. I remain my humble self.